Welcome to Figuring Out Fostering. Today we're going to talk about what items you need when your foster dog comes to your house. Hopefully your rescue agency will be providing you with food, a crate, and a bed at the very least. So we're not going to talk about those things today. But what are the other things that we need to do and have on hand at first when your first foster pup shows up? Your foster dog is probably going to need a bath. He's been at a shelter out on the street. He most likely has fleas and ticks, and probably not really pleasant to smell. I recommend Dawn. It will kill the fleas. You kind of need to get them soaked up and leave it on for a few minutes, but it will kill the fleas and there's no pesticides in it, so you can use it safely on very small puppies and dogs. And it does leave a nice scent. You don't want to use it too often on them because it's a little bit drying, but it will do a really great job getting rid of those fleas. So now that we've gotten rid of the fleas, what do we need to get rid of? We need to get rid of ticks. And what do you use to get rid of ticks? Two things. You use tweezers and alcohol. This is actually alcohol with wintergreen in it, and I think it kills the fleas faster. I just happened to buy it because I don't like the smell of alcohol, but it does seem to work better. So what you want to do is dab a little bit with a Q-tip onto the tick. Use your trusty tweezers to pull the tick out. You pour some alcohol into a small container or a Ziploc bag, and then you deposit the tick into the alcohol and leave it there. It will kill the tick, and then you dispose of it. Okay, so now that we've gotten rid of ticks and fleas, what else do we have to do? We probably are going to have some nails trimmed. Okay, this is about one of the only things that I think you might have to buy if you are not someone who trims your own dog's nails, because not everybody does trim their own nails. But this is well worth an investment. Some dogs come with very long or very ragged or very sharp nails, and you need to get them taken care of very quickly. These are both bypass clippers. These are the kind that they use on cats, and I like them for puppies and very small dogs. And these are for larger dogs. So what's next? Cleaning up messes after your foster dog. I really like this 409. I think it's all-purpose cleaner, lemon scented. It takes care of the odor and does a really good job of cleaning up after any mess that your dog, your foster dog has made. And it doesn't make your floor sticky. You don't need to rinse it off. And it's safe for foods. And so you're going to be fine with using this around your foster dogs. And it'll smell good. Hopefully, you're going to need a dish. If you don't need a dish, that means you need a bottle, and that's an entirely another video, but a link to that video will be right up here if you need to bottle feed your puppy. But let's have some dishes, one for water and one for food. I actually really like the stainless steel type because they're easier to keep clean. These are just fine though, and actually any kind of bowl that you have around the house will work just as well. Okay, we're down to just the last few things you're going to need. A leash. Okay, this is one of my favorite foster leashes. It was given to me years and years ago by a veterinarian, and it has a nice sturdy latch to it, and it is a strong leash that I can actually really get a grip on. The thing about foster dogs is you don't know that dog when it comes to you, and you have a leash on it. And you need to be able to have a good grip on that leash, not one of those little teeny thin leashes that you might use with, to take your own toy poodle out for a walk. You want something that you can grip onto, and that's why I like this one, because I can grip it and get a good solid hold. And what's the last thing that you're going to need on my list here? Oh, it's probably not the last thing you're going to need, but it's one of the things that I cannot foster without. One of the two things I can't foster without, and that is zip ties. Okay, if you've never used these before, you may have seen them on things, and they go together like this, and you can tighten them, and then they can't open up. Guys, you can hear my fosters down there making all kinds of noise. So anyway, and when you're done with this, you have to cut this up. Jake, stop. Stop making noise. You have to be quiet while filming. You can use them on anything from crates to playpens. You can zip tie a leash to this to keep your foster safe if you need to be hands-free for a few minutes. All kinds of things. And the last thing I find that I cannot foster without is Dr. Pepper or your own kind of caffeinated beverage, because sometimes you need more energy than you have, and a nice little shot of Dr. Pepper will get you where you want to go and make you happy while you're there. And that's all for today on figuring out fostering. I hope to see you back soon. Thank you so much for visiting. If you haven't yet subscribed, you can hit the dog up above and you will subscribe. And don't forget to like us on the bottom of the page and help us to make fostering mainstream and help people learn how to adopt, not shop. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.